Hi, this is Conrad Zimmerman of FistShark Marketing, reminding you that you can help support our weird show with a small monthly contribution through Patreon. For less than a book of Dadaist poetry, you can Robot Avenue _ Plank Arsenic. Just visit patreon.com/FistShark or click the big Patreon button at fistshark.com for more details. And thanks for listening.
Can someone pass me the Benadryl cream?
Yeah, those do not look comfortable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's getting worse.
So you went and saw Dean?
I went and saw Dean, and it's getting worse. I mean, this was 20 minutes trying to have a marketing meeting with him. Trying to get him back on Supergirl. And I'm not going back. I'm not going back till, like, his entire head region is fumigated or something.
His head made you lumpy? What happened? I don't understand.
Oh, you've not been looped in on this.
No.
Yeah, let me explain this to you, Paulson. Actually, do you mind if I call you Paul?
Yeah, I suppose you could call me Paul.
Yeah, it's just, I knew a Paulson, and he worked as a personal assistant for Thanos, the Lord of Death, and that was a whole thing. We fell out over a toaster, can you believe it? Anyway, Dean Cain, I mean, how do I put this in a way that is subtle and not too alarming? It's impossible. Dean Cain has a wasp's nest in his stupid fucking head.
In like within his head?
Like inside his head, wasps now live.
Live and thrive? They're okay?
Well, they must be thriving because more keep coming every day.
They're multiplying at an alarming rate. Before, we could just like get a syringe in his ear and just get them as they emerged. But now you go to the disused warehouse where he's currently sleeping, and it's almost thick. By noon, it's thick with wasps, and he produces an inordinate amount of queens, who, in turn, build their own nests in the warehouse.
So yeah, it's just wasp central.
It's wall-to-wall wasp now. It was okay at first, one or two wasps crawling about your shoes, but now, I can't go back. Like, I've got stings in the face and neck, and some of them stung me on the end of my dinkle-dong-dong.
Well, why can't you just get him to meet you somewhere else?
Well, I mean, he brings a lot of them with him.
Well, of course, but you'd think maybe an open-air environment, some place where the wasps, would be free to roam about a bit and not be so densely populated.
Maybe, but they're aggressive. I mean, that's my main thing. Like, I could shout at him from across a parkway or something. But as soon as you get the attention of those wasps... Like, I'm afraid to make sounds near them. I'm afraid to move near them.
Well, and of course, he insists on meeting face-to-face every time. Won't do any business over the phone.
Well, of course. He hates phones. He says it upsets the wasps. I'm like, Dean, they shouldn't be living in your head.
Right. They need to have some other place to live.
Yeah, and I mean, these are wasps unlike I've ever seen before. Like, I thought they were hornets at first, but, we had Dr. Nightscream have a look at them, and they're definitely wasps, but...
Well, it's easy to mix the two up.
Absolutely, especially with wasps this aggressive. I mean, I feel like, because they're in Dean Cain's head, they're angrier than a wasp would be in anybody else's head. I mean, they live in there with his thoughts. So there's some pissed off wasps right now.
Right. Yeah, a lot of bitterness.
Yes,
making
a
its way
lot of
there.
bitterness, a lot of outrage, moral indignation. It's like that old saying goes, wasps tend to take on the personality traits of the heads they live in. And I really feel like this like the Cain strain of wasp is, I mean, it's worse than an Africanized bee.
Has he seen a doctor? Are they stinging him? Does he have... He sounds so nonchalant about the fact that he is a hornet's nest or a wasp's nest at this point.
They are stinging him, but I think he's developed by this point I mean, he's slept with these things like crawling all over him for months now. I think he's developed a natural immunity to the toxins, because whereas before he used to get, like, he'd come up in atrocious welts. I think he was allergic, in fact, at least in terms of getting hives and whatnot. But now, I mean, you barely notice they've pricked him. Like, the welts got progressively smaller over the past few weeks, and now, you might see a red spot here and there. Like, he might look like he's got some very, very mild acne. But otherwise, I mean, you could not tell that he'd been in contact with any kind of wasp, if not for the fact that wasps were crawling out of his fucking stupid head.
Like his ears and his nose and
Ears
stuff?
and nose. Every once in a while, you'll
Mhm.
get one that'll come in under the eye, which is a little disconcerting.
Yeah, sometimes I can see wasps looking at me from behind his eyes. It certainly feels that way, like there's some
other intelligence behind his eyes that wasn't there before. No, I'm totally with you, because when I used to look at Dean Cain, I would just see vacant emptiness.
Yeah, the oblivion expression of a man lost.
Right. But now there's, I don't want to say sharper, but there's a questioning curiosity in his eyes that I've never seen before.
And definitely a level of intelligence behind the malice, where before it was blind, capricious fury. Like, he'd come into my office and kick the leg of my desk.
Right.
Like, there was no reasoning behind it. He was just an angry man with a lot to say, and none of it useful. But now there is I hesitate to use the word sadism, but there's definitely a new streak of pointed cruelty to Dean, and I do feel like the wasps have something to do with that. And to answer your question, Paul, like, we've consulted doctors, we've had him before, the best doctors that his budget allows, but that vet has no idea how the wasps got in there or how to get them out.
So they're alive, and they have as much or more personality than Dean Cain himself.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, certainly more acting ability.
I wonder, I mean, if I remember correctly, there was a Spider-Man villain called Swarm or Bee-Man, something along those lines.
There was, yes, there was a Marvel character called the Swarm. He was an ex-Nazi, and still subscribed to all of that. My problem with that is I don't know if we could sell Dean Cain as a Nazi supervillain, due to the fact that Dean, of course, is considerably far more right-wing.
Well, his personal politics are changeable, whereas the Wasps are not.
Certainly, I mean, I would say that the Wasps have given him, they've opened his mind up to communism a bit more. I mean, I swear I saw him actually compliment Bernie Sanders the other day.
It compliment with words or with motions?
He saw a picture of him and didn't throw up in his mouth.
That's a big step.
It's a huge amount of progress.
With wasps swarming around him, coming out of his eyes.
Oh yeah, the wasps were coming out of his mouth, but there was no vom.
That is progress. So we still want to work with Dean Cain, is what you're saying, despite the...
He is one of our most reliable clients. He doesn't do much work, but he gets very few complaints on set, which of course is jeopardized now by the fact that he has aggressive wasps living inside of him. In his whole, like, I don't know if I mentioned this, but Dean Cain has wasps living in his head.
Yeah.
Like
sense.
a full nest up in his dome piece.
And then he is trying to poison them or asphyxiate them or
we've tried. I've tried. I've tried putting his head in a plastic bag, which I tried to do before the wasp showed up, but it never works out.
I know for bed bugs, sometimes they help the bed bugs to move on in life by giving them a better host. I don't know if there's a way we could do like a wasp transfer. Mm-hmm. Kind of, if they wanted to move on?
Introduce them to a better living condition. A better host, like the demon from Wreck.
Wreck, the movie, the remake of...
No, the documentary.
Oh, I didn't realize that was the real deal there. So, yeah, anything other than Dean Cain. Maybe they'll... I don't know who you'd want to subject that to.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather live anywhere than with Dean Cain, but... These wasps, I mean, they've certainly not migrated anywhere while he's been on set. You know, when I say on set, I mean, rummaging around in the trash cans outside Universal Studios. But certainly nothing has caught the wasps' attention other than to provide some sort of target for their evil. And I hesitate to use that word, but I do think these wasps are evil at this point.
I've got it. Spiders. We need to introduce spiders to the equation. Spiders, many of them, I think tarantulas, have a natural immunity to wasp venom, and they eat wasps.
Are you sure we won't end up with just Dinkane's head full of spiders?
And wasps. I'm not sure, but I'm sure that I want to try.
Huh. We could try that. We could try and... Yeah, I mean, I could try and shove some tarantulas into Dinkane's mouth and see if they take. I mean, I'd rather deal with tarantulas than wasps.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
There's going to be less of them, they're easier to spot, and you can outrun them. Plus, those ones might drown, because these wasps don't. We tried throwing him in a lake and he just sank. I don't know if that means he's a witch or not. He came back, the wasp's bone dry. I think they hide in his pancreas.
What is that smell?
Oh,
What?
right. Bear with me, okay? You know the phrase, a barrel of monkeys?
Sure, yeah, it's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Yeah,
More fun than a barrel of monkeys. I think I've got something that is more fun than something that's more fun than a barrel of monkeys. It comes in a barrel as well, so it's got that going for it.
Okay, but why does it smell so bad in here? Like,
I'm glad you asked that question, Conrad. First, some backstory. I was trekking in the far-off Middle East of Boston when I came across a wise old peddler man peddling his wares on his pedal.
but like, is it like a stationary bike?
Yeah, it was a stationary bike.
So you encountered an old man on a stationary bike.
Yep, and now you know the rest of the story.
That's the explanation as to why there is this unbelievably foul reek.
And I think a peddler sells that. It's not as though they are always on a pedal and they are peddling on the pedal. They peddle wares. They're sellers of things. Did he sell you something, Jim, or give you something?
Oh, you want more than what I gave you?
I want an answer as to why.
Who's being evasive? I never said anyone was being evasive, did you?
Well,
We are implying that you are not telling us the whole story, and we want to know why it smells like...
Oh, I get you. I get you. You can consider yourself gotten. Because I have gotten.
You got it.
Yes, absolutely. The smell of which you have taken note, and which has been duly noted in the minutes of this meeting, and shall hereby, hitherto, and thenceforth be referred to as the smell, is here in this office at this time until the end of time. Amen. So help me God, in the sight of kings and men.
So the good book says it's gonna smell like rotten. It smells like feces and decay, like a decomposing flesh at the same time, and some sort of a musky, woodsy, jungly scent, sort of a you're in a dangerous place smell, like animals may hurt you here.
Let me ask you this question: do either of you like this smell?
no.
No.
It smells like my Aunt Norma's basement.
Right. Okay. In that case, maybe you could help me get rid of the barrel of monkey asses that I have.
It's a barrel of monkey asses?
Yeah. It's a traditional wooden barrel, thick, kind of like a cargo barrel, the kind you'd see on, say a shipyard or something like that. Sturdy, dry, built to last.
But, apparently not airtight.
It is full of monkey asses, but it's a very good barrel.
Just the asses, just the posterior, the anal cavity,
It
and
isn't
the
even
butt.
in the room. Where do you have it? Why does it smell so awful?
Monkey asses, ass cheeks.
Yeah, it's just it's the disembodied ass of a monkey times a couple of hundred. Because, like I said, there's a lot of monkey asses in this barrel. I mean, I'll sell it to you the way the peddler sold it to me. Imagine a barrel full of monkeys made more efficient. You've just imagined a barrel full of monkey asses.
Efficient.
Yeah,
ass.
like get rid of all the bits of the monkey that no one likes. Focus just on the ass. AKA, the best bit of a monkey, the funniest bit of a monkey. Now these asses, I'm told, are triple distilled through ancient Numerian diamonds.
Distilled asses, like
Gets
they,
all the toxins out, but retains the rich earthy smell of a monkey's ass.
earthy. It smells like feces. It smells like a decomposing flesh
Mhm.
and
Well,
actual.
what is feces if not the earth of the body?
It is brown. It is brown like earth. It
Mm-hmm.
is
It's
it
brown and you don't want it on your shoes.
and you don't want to smell it. You don't want to
Mm-hmm,
near you.
mm-hmm,
It's
mm-hmm.
got bad stuff in it. It makes you
And
sick
here's the
if you.
thing. Here's the thing about these monkey asses, lads, right? These are some clean ass asses. They clean. They ain't no poo-poo in those bum-bum.
But why does it smell like the poo poo? Why are you sure there's no poo poo in there in
Hey,
those asses?
I'm not one to question the triple distillation via crystal process. Dan Aykroyd swears by it. And that's how you get these monkey asses so shiny and so purdy. The kids love them.
Love them for what? For what possible purpose do the kids love the monkey asses? Oh god, the kids aren't loving the monkey asses, are they?
Loving.
Maybe, probably. I don't know what to do with the monkey asses. We're spitballing here.
So you just bought an entire barrel of monkey asses.
It's called prospecting.
Have you tried burying them so you don't have them anymore?
How would I get a return on my investment if I just buried the monkey asses? I mean, don't get me wrong. In the dead of night, when the smell creeps up from the garage, I think of burying them or encasing them in lead and dumping them in the ocean. But I speculated, and now I'm ready to accumulate, thanks.
You're hoping this is going to turn into a profit deal. You're not ready to cut your losses. You think that there's going to be some financial gain?
Do you think the dragons on Dragon's Den would give up if they invested in a barrel full of monkey asses? No.
It's different though. It's not money. It's not gold. It's not loot or booty of any. Well, I guess it's technically. They are butts.
It is booty, and I have been told that a number of them were plundered.
All I can think of is it's hanging them from trees. Maybe if people want to keep people out of their yard, they could be kind of a scarecrow. But not for crows, for people maybe.
I don't know. Birds don't go near these things either. In fact, most life gives it a wide berth. Some of these monkey asses kill crops. They might not be good as scarecrows.
But they at least keep people away. It could be a sort of a natural fence to ward off predators.
Yeah. There's a natural entropy around them that keeps most things at bay. I've not had a door-to-door salesman come to my house in the week since I've had these, or indeed any phone calls.
Wow. So they may block phone signal as well.
My wife's left me.
Because of the asses.
Mostly because of the triple distilled hairy monkey asses.
Everything else she was fine with, but the
Yeah, the adultery wasn't considered kosher either. But I think the monkey asses were the main problem. Because I don't know if I've mentioned this at all, but I've got a barrel full of hairy, crystal distilled monkey asses.
Right, yes.
In my house.
Barrel of monkey asses, right?
Yeah. They're not even here.
You mean to tell me that they're at your home right now?
Yeah. What you're smelling is me.
Oh, my God.
Because I've been near the monkey asses.
And you've showered, you've tried to clean up, and...
Oh, yes. I took a pumice to several layers of skin. I'm red raw.
That explains the light bit of bleeding that you seem to be sweating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
God, that smells foul, though.
Yeah. I mean, look, take a look at this, right? How do we sell one of these?
Oh, wow. That, when you bring it out, it really...
Yeah, I did, I wasn't entirely honest, I did bring one with me.
Like, you imagine it's horrific when you think about it, like, but then you see it in front of you, and you just weren't prepared.
For the smell, for the sight, for the... And you say it's clean, so I trust that it's clean?
Oh, yeah, I mean, look.
Oh, yeah, you did that. You're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think of things to do with them. So far, I've found that licking them is one way of engaging in activities with... Oh, hold on.
Yeah. That's what
I've got a triple distilled hairy monkey furball. Hold on. It happens.
It's not vomit. That's fur that you...
That...
I mean, can we sell one of these?
I can't tell how it smells because of the smell of the other thing. So if it doesn't smell so bad, maybe you could.
But what would you use a triple distilled monkey ass hairball for?
They're very sticky. They're like those sticky hands.
Oh, the ones which you fling across a wall. Well, I mean, is there a loose hair on it? Could it, can you grip it by one hair and then just fling it out?
To be honest, that's going to be stuck fast to my hand for the next few hours. These things can tear bits of face off. They're that sticky. They're very porous, Conrad. They're very porous.
Okay, well, maybe can we get them into like a plastic wrapper that would allow them to then be utilized in the home, like to replace wall hangings, so you don't have to put holes in your wall, sticking nails in when you want to put up a painting or something. You just take a triple distilled hairy monkey ass hairball, slap it on the wall, take your poster, slap it up against the hairball, and it hangs.
I see no reason at all why people wouldn't want that in their home.
FistShark Marketing is Jim Sterling, Conrad Zimmerman, and Paul Sincere. Theme music by Ben Rama. Additional music by Alazar Chand. Our editor is Alan Smithy. Get more episodes and learn how to support the show at FistShark.com. Follow us on Twitter at FistShark for more of our exploits. Complaints can be forwarded via email to fistsharkmarketing@aol.com. And remember, it's not cheating if you pay someone to rewrite the rules. Goodbye.